Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing the new Too Faced Sugar and Spice eyeshadow palette. So this is part of their Holiday 2014 collection. They have quite a few things that came out this year actually, but this one is exclusive to Ulta. So you can pick up this palette only at Ulta. I want to say it was $39.99, $39, something like that, around $40. And this is just an eyeshadow palette. So this palette just came out and I'm really loving it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. In this video I will be doing a tutorial after I explain to you and show you some swatches of the palette. So I will be doing a tutorial to show you how I got this eye look, so I am wearing this today. So stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to see how I got this eye look. First off, the packaging of this eyeshadow palette is so stinking pretty. I almost don't want to throw it away. So it looks like it's supposed to be like a Christmas tree or something like that. And then this silver that pokes through, or I'm sorry, the gold that pokes through is actually the eyeshadow, the packaging. So it comes in this little pouch like this. I'm not sure if I'll ever use the little bag. I really never use little makeup bags. I have so many of them, but the palette itself is also that same really pretty like glitter packaging. It also comes with a little deluxe size version of their Better Than Sex mascara. I love this mascara, so I will definitely be getting lots of use out of this. It's super pretty, it's super glittery, and it's not the kind of glitter that like flakes off. It doesn't fall off at all. So I don't know how they do it, but super pretty. So when you open it up, it looks like this. So it comes with a really pretty big mirror. It's actually a really big mirror, and then it has that same packaging that's on the box on the inside of the mirror. And then the best part about it is it comes with 12 eyeshadows here, and these eyeshadows are so awesome. The formula of these eyeshadows is just like every other Too Faced formula. It's very finely milled, it's very soft. They're not quite as smooth and buttery as Urban Decay eyeshadows. If you're a fan of Urban Decay, then you know what I'm talking about. Their shadows are just like butter. They're not quite as buttery as those, but they still are really soft. So the color payoff is just it's so great. They are a little bit powdery. You do get a tiny bit of fallout on your cheeks, but nothing compared to like the Lorac palettes. These are great. This is just, they're awesome. There's highlighting colors, there's crease colors. There really is everything that you need in this palette. To get either like a neutral brownish eye, to get a smoky eye, to get a purple eye. This has a little bit of everything in it, and I have to say I am just in love with it. So I'm going to go ahead and do some swatches for you so I can show you what they look like. Alright, so here is what that palette looks like up close. So you can see kind of like the lighter colors here, and then they get darker as they go over. Here's that sugared velvet, that really pretty black with a purple sparkle in it. I really like that one. The colors that I really have been loving, which are also the colors that I use in my tutorial, are this color right here, which is called Cinnamon Sugar. This color here called Nutmeg. This purple taupey matte color, which is called Clove. This sparkly highlighter color called Champagne Truffle. This one right here as a matte highlighter, the Coconut Cream. I also really like this dark matte brown, which is called Chocolate Cake. I love all of them, but those have been my absolute favorite. So here's what the swatches look like. So I will go through and tell you the colors of each of them. So I'll start over here. So this one here is the matte highlight color, which is called Coconut Cream. Here is the shimmery highlight color called Champagne Truffle. This next one here is like a matte pinkish color called Meringue. This one here I have really been loving. It's kind of like a shimmery all over lid color. This one is called Nutmeg. This pinkish one here is called Pink Frosting. It has a nice satin finish to it. The one next to that is the one I have been loving, the taupey purple matte color called Clove. This next one over here is called Biscotti. It's a really pretty kind of warm golden brown with a tiny bit of sheen. Here's the Cinnamon Sugar I told you I have been loving. I've been putting that in my crease. Absolutely love it. This one here is a kind of satiny purple color called Bonbon. Then over here we have the Velvet Sugar, which is kind of a dark gray black with purple sparkles in it. Then we have that dark brown matte color that I've been telling you called Chocolate Cake. And then right over here is a matte black called Black Licorice. So I have been absolutely loving this palette. I highly recommend it to anybody who is searching for a gift for a makeup person or somebody who's trying to get into makeup, because this really has all the colors you could possibly need. Or just for a Too Faced fan, or for anybody, to be honest. I recommend it. It is a great palette. Check it out if you have a chance to. So that's really all I have to say about the palette. So I will go ahead and insert the tutorial of how I achieved this eye look right now. And thank you so much for watching. Bye. Alright, so today I used two eyeshadow primers. The first one is the Nars eyeshadow primer, and the second one is a MAC paint pot in the color Vintage Selection. I really like this paint pot because it has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it has a lot of color, which is awesome. So the first eyeshadow color I'm going to use from the palette is the color Clove. Here I'm actually pointing to the wrong one. I should have pointed to the one next to it. But this is a really pretty taupey purple matte color. It's great as a crease color and it's awesome as a transition color. So here I'm applying it with a MAC 217 crease blending brush. I don't really have a specific technique to my crease application. You can see here I'm kind of messy with it, but that's okay because there's going to be more colors packed on top of this, and I'm also going to go and blend it out with a clean brush a little bit later in the tutorial. So anyways, this is just a really pretty crease color. It goes really well with the look that I'm going to do here today. Next I'm going to go in with my all over lid color. I'm using a Sigma, I'm not too sure what brush this is to be honest, but you can see here the color I'm putting is Nutmeg. This is just an awesome kind of beige shimmery color. It doesn't have any big flecks of glitter in it, which is awesome because then you don't have a lot of fallout, but this is just such a pretty all over lid color. So you can see here I'm just applying it up to that crease color and covering my entire lid. Next I'm going to go back in with that same brush and take the color Cinnamon Sugar. So this color I'm going to apply to the crease and just the outside of the crease. So with the previous crease color I put it all the way to the inner corner of my eye. Here you can see I'm focusing just on the outer part of my eye. I like to do this. This is a technique that I use all the time. I think that this provides a lot of definition and shape to my eyes. This color specifically is just a really pretty kind of gunmetal glittery gray color. It's so pretty. It's not over the top glittery and it's not flaky and there's no fallout. It's just this really pretty gray color, and I think it looks really good with this eye look. Next I'm going to go in with a more defined crease brush. This is the Chanel number 19 brush, but I'm going to go into that dark matte brown color called Chocolate Cake. So here you can see I'm applying that to the outer part of my eye, kind of on top of that color that we just applied. Now this is a technique that I love to use in replacement of an outer V application. I'm not really a fan of outer Vs just because I don't really know how to do it, I will be honest. So here you can see I'm just packing that color on to the outer part of my eye. Now this gives the same effect as an outer V application, it's just a little bit easier to do. So this is a technique I use all the time. Just pack it in there on the outside of your eye. And then I'm going to go in with a clean, I think this is a E40 brush, a Sigma E40 brush, and I'm just blending everything out. I want to make sure there's no harsh lines left behind. Then I'm going to go in with a Maribella blending brush to that color Coconut Cream. This is a really pretty matte highlight color. So here you can see I'm just applying that on top of everything up to my brow bone. And then I'm going to go in with that same brush to a more shimmery highlight color. This is Champagne Truffle. So here you can see I'm applying that to the inner corner of my eye just to provide kind of a nice highlight. Now this really brightens and opens your eyes, and it just adds a nice finishing touch to your eyeshadow look. Now I'm going in with the pencil brush back to that cinnamon sugar eyeshadow. Here I'm applying this to my lower lash line. I somehow always seem to cut this out of the frame. I don't know why, but I'm applying it to my bottom lash line. Next I'm going to go in with eyeliner. So here I'm using Mally Beauty's pencil liner in the color Black. Now I'm a fan of pencil liners. I haven't quite mastered the technique of liquid liner yet, so I stick to pencil liner. It's very easy for me. So here you can see I'm starting at the outer corner of my eye and I'm moving into the inner corner of my eye. Now it's okay if you're a little bit messy with this. We're going to go in just a minute and kind of smudge and blend it all out, so don't worry about being too precise here. Alright, then we're going to go in with a smudge brush. So this is the Sephora Pro smudge brush. Now what I do here is I just take that brush and I smudge out that eyeliner. This is another technique that I use all the time. This really helps to create that smoky, kind of messy yet not messy eye look. I do this almost every time I wear eyeliner. It just looks, I think it makes it look a lot better. And you don't have to be precise with it, which is awesome. Now I'm going to go back with that same eyeliner and just apply it to my lower waterline, bottom lower line. What is it called? I don't know. You see what I'm doing right here. Next it's time for curling my eyelashes. So here I'm using a Sephora Eye Lash Curler and I'm just clamping those eyelashes, making them nice and curly. Now I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara of all time. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I know you guys have heard me talk about this before. I literally am obsessed with this stuff. So here I'm just applying the mascara, starting at the roots of my eyelashes and wiggling the wand back and forth. I find that this kind of helps add some volume and just that va-va-voom to your eyelashes. This mascara is phenomenal. It does not flake. I wear it for 10 hours at a time and it does not flake. And it gives your lashes a lot of volume and a lot of length. It's just perfect. I love it. So I like to apply 2 coats on both eyes, upper and lower lashes. And that's it. That's the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.